Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rainbow Michael with Synergy Flow Arts, trying to give you the pop slide isolation tutorial. I think it looks like this. So what happens a lot in the hooping field is it ends up looking like this. You got to reset it and do all this funky stuff. What I want to give to you guys is the isolation part, so you can get a little bit funkier with what you want to do with it. So without further ado, I give you the pop slide isolation tutorial. Bam! First, you want to start with one hoop. You want to make sure that you have an isolation down nice. So you'll notice with your isolation that there's a hard part at the top. So you can just practice what I call steering the sailboat. Just turning it back and forth at the top, really getting that part nice and defined. This is your basic application for how to do the pop slide isolation. So you're going to need to have that down really nice. The other part is you're going to add a hoop. So your outside hoop, if it's in my left hand, the hoop that's furthest to the left is always going to be in front. So you can see that I'm placing this one behind, and then I create my grip. What's going to happen is that I'm going to hold the new hoop that's being applied after I have this one that I can isolate. I add this one and I grip that one around with my thumb. When I do the isolation with this hoop, I'm going to do it sans the thumb. So I'm not going to use the thumb. What the thumb is going to do is going to grab on to the outer hoop. So at first, you just do your isolation, and what it looks like in what it would look like in slow-mo is that my hand opens up and goes over the top of this hoop that is being isolated. Then I can bring it back if you wish. So at first, you'll just kind of drop it down to get the freedom of the movement. Then you really want to focus on keeping this one isolated, just like you would isolate your regular hoop, but you're only going to be using that top section, like I said, steering the sailboat sort of deal. So I'm going to grab this outer hoop with my thumb, pull through, and then reset. So already I kind of have this isolation going on, and it's kind of like a satellite isolation as well. So I'm really focusing on isolating this one. So my hand is really focusing on isolating that center hoop as I hold the outer or the inner hoop with my thumb. And then the same thing to go back, although a little bit trickier. I do the second part of the isolation, or what would be a reverse isolation, and pull it back to the beginning. You notice your thumb's getting a little tired. That's completely normal. So then you might want to try to start applying other movements in with that. Doing a satellite, moving it over, resetting it. Whoop. Doing a satellite, moving it over, resetting it. So lots of applications for this. So again, I want you to know that it's a concept, not necessarily a move in itself. It can actually have things build upon it. So I'm going to show an up-close grip of what it looks like as well. So here I'm holding, and I'm going to release this. This thumb, or this hoop, is going to go over like this, and then this hoop is going to be held on by my thumb. And then regrip. And then regrip. And then regrip. So have fun with this. There's a lot that you can do. There's a lot you can get done with this. And I'll give you a little demo. Thanks for watching.